Hello everyone, welcome to part 5 of this mini series about the job order costing system. And now we're going to talk about unit cost. So one of the main things that we need to talk about before I move on is what do we do with the work in process. So we can only calculate the real unit cost once all the costs have been added, and you cannot do that for the work in process. So the work in process is all those things that we have not finished yet. So in this case we're producing purses, and in this case what it means is that we have purses that are not completed yet, and here I symbolize by these purses half finished. Obviously for the work in process basically is any cost sheet that is not yet finished, and therefore we keep on adding them, the direct material cost, direct labor cost, and factory overhead. And at the end of the month you might have many jobs that are not completed yet. We cannot guarantee that all the jobs will be done by the exact end of the month, and that's why on the cost sheet we have a balance, because every month we summarize that balance, okay, to the cost we added that month, and then we just have to make sure that when the new month starts, we keep on adding new stuff there. So let me just show you what I mean. Now let's assume that actually job 006 is not done this month, but job 007 is actually complete. So for now I'm just going to work on this one over here, and then later I'm going to show you the process for the completed job. So for the incomplete job, what we have to do is actually this number at the end of the month, we have to transfer our total to our balance. Okay, so the 44,190 needs to go here, and then I simply deleted these ones because these ones only represent for the month, and this is the process that I need to do for every job that is not completed at the end of the period. Okay, so once again we just pick up our values, our total, we transfer it to balance, and then we delete the amounts that we have in direct materials, direct labor, and in factory overhead. But when we actually complete one of the jobs, then we can calculate the cost per unit. And upon completing that, basically what happens is we have to total all these values like we already did. And then we're going to divide those values by the total amount of units that we produced. So going back to our job 007 that is now completed, what I would have to do is to actually go here to the cost per unit and simply divide my total cost by my number of units. And in this case, what do I see? I see that the cost per purse that I produce is $51. Now I know the cost of producing each one of my blue purses for this job. So once again, all I have to do is divide the total by the quantity produced, and I would get my cost per unit. So in this unit, what we did was we understand now what to do with the costs when we have a work in process. In other words, a job that is still not completed, and we transfer them to balance. And we also learn how to calculate the cost per unit once a job is completed. And that's it. Thank you very much for watching this video. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll see you on the next video of this mini series.